as simply a beggar when it comes to the US, that whichever president comes in, our only interaction with them was by stretching the begging bowl. Do you agree with that assessment?
Well, not Fred, you know, it's not how we are portrayed, it's how we act. It's more than how we are portrayed. Africa is one of the richest continents. They've got everything you need to sustain yourself, but the Africans themselves don't see that. They find that it's easier to go begging. And the begging is almost policy here. I mean, we even plan in our budgeting for begging. You know, when we budget including how we are going to borrow money, how we are going to beg money. We even budget for things which you think Africans would be doing themselves. Grants. You know, there's some big word called grant, where we say we include grant. Because we like grant, to be granted, to be given things. When, you know, this country, Kenya, has got so many natural resources that if we exploited those natural resources, in fact, I heard Donald Trump talk about America now has a lot of oil. And imagine, so proud, he has a lot of oil. So proudly that we will not need to go out there and buy from there. People will come to America to buy oil. But in Kenya, we have the resources that are used to make chips and to make the mobile phones are found here. They're all taken from here, and we are not the ones making those phones. I mean, we are really in a situation where I really wish that Africa can reorganize themselves in African countries, but here in Kenya particularly. So yes, I agree with you. When a new president comes into the United States, we wonder how he will give us or not give us the support we need, which is mostly financial. Now, Donald Trump, like he says, will have to have a very good foreign secretary, in a way, Secretary of State, who understands Africa. Because if they begin to focus in other regions more than Africa, we will suffer. But if you have a Secretary of State and Assistant Secretaries of State who are Afrocentric, who understand Africa, we will then begin to, because there's a tendency for America to use their foreign policy in various ways, depending on who comes to power. I think Joe Biden was trying to do, to use it differently and very softly. And so presidents who are favored would go there and they would be given a treat and so on. But Donald Trump is trying to understand how Africans cannot fend for themselves. And that is his problem. And like you said, he has used some very strong words, because people in Africa, especially the presidents, which has extended almost to our governors in the counties, have tended to run their countries or their counties as personal property, using the opportunities to lead, to enrich themselves. And I think that's what is really riling at this point those countries who give money, then the money ends up being taken for other purposes. And so it's going to be a very tough 4 years for people like that. And I do appreciate that while we may not like his demeanor to us, it's what it is. Yeah, I mean, it's America.
It is what it is. Donald Trump is the president-elect in the US, and it's a big headline on the front page of the East African. Trump victory puts East